Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod, we got a new player home, which is always an exciting time. You know, you need a place to live. Your character just needs a nice place. This one is simply called Player Home Apartment. It's an apartment, okay? I mean, we'll get into how that looks and stuff later. It's actually way up there. It's a high-rise apartment. We're kind of showing off for the location of where it's at here. So if we go over here a little bit more to my character's right currently, I guess. There's a exploded car that's doing weird stuff. This is the cabot house. So we got the cabot house right over there as a thing. You know, private property, no trespassing. We're just kind of chilling. And then Pickman's gallery is over there on the other side. Obviously, since your bot had a tough time with all these raiders and stuff, and gunners and all the things, and ghouls, and I had to kill all this stuff. Okay, I was going through some things. This apartment is kind of in a nasty spot. Downtown just is a nasty spot. There's some raiders right down there that I had to fight and stuff. But if you see, there's like a settlement icon on your map over here between the two things. So if we head over here towards that, we're going to head to the player home apartment. So this has some exterior stuff that's also pretty cool, to be honest, right? So we're going to walk through that. We'll go in the first person so you can see that Pickman gallery right over there, right? That's the next map symbol over there. Another kobold, because it's just to screw my life over. That's a different mod. We'll get to that at some point. But we want to head up these stairs. There's this big staircase here. I do not believe this was here before. You can see it very well marked because it has these lanterns here. Right, like almost like it's a railroad location. And the lantern here. Obviously, you don't want to go that way. You want to kind of these go up the weird jank stairs, clipping and doing weird stuff. But it's got to work, right? So we get up here, and then we turn left here. You can technically get this part too, right? All of this stuff, all this part up here. You can get a nice looking view for sure from your apartment, right? Very cool. But obviously, you can see here, you have to start to have some like living location stuff. Obviously, you have some lanterns on the ground. We have a power armor station here, as well as here. Some chairs to sit at. You can enjoy the view, take some nice pretty screenshots. You got some little plants. Speaking of plants, we got more up here. We got growing mutated fern. We got glowing fungus growing up here. And we have some hub flower, as well as silk beans. So you have like a little farm, rooftop farm up here. Reminds you very much of Dying Light 2. But you got a view, right? I mean, you can see the map location. We're like right in the middle of Boston, right? Like Bunker Hill's right over there. The USS Constitution's right there behind us, you know, right? Like right there, right? There's the Bunker Hill. You can see the big tower out of that. It's a very centralized location, which is good because obviously the location is a big deal on why you'd want to have your player live someplace, especially in something like survival mode. But obviously, we want to get to the main part of the apartment. So you open this door here, and then you're in the apartment, right? Obviously, we do have a loading door. Welcome to things. So this is nice already. I can just come in here. It's a nice vibe. We have a refrigerator right here. Nice little silver shroud thing. Cooking stove. We can cook. You do have some food. Non-interactable food. So those are not actual sugar bombs. We want to see how much is interactable. This is a chemistry station apparently. Kind of a unique looking chemistry station. I think that's custom, right? I've never seen a chemistry station look like that. That's very cool. More lanterns and stuff. We got a little locker here you can store stuff in. Some more lockers. A bed, obviously, to sleep. More lockers, duffel bag, chest. Weapon workbench, armor workbench. You have a little TV you could technically sit at. Not that the TV will work. Apparently, I can't sit at it. My character's like, maybe it's too tight. Nah, you know, maybe it's my game that's bugged. Maybe it's, but we have the nice little lights there. That's cool. We have what, like a little bathroom over here, and that's it. Is the sink clean? Sink is clean water, very important, right? Especially for something like survival mode, you can get some guaranteed clean water. Don't ask how that makes any sense. It just is clean. You got juice too. You got power and stuff. Obviously, it's a player home though, and it doesn't function like a settlement, even though it has a settlement symbol. We don't actually get to like open a settlement menu, craft things. It's the place where you live. You have plenty of places to stash stuff you can sit, which is very cool. Because it doesn't count as a settlement, you can't send like companions here, for example, or whatever, right? You can't be in a situation where other NPCs will, I mean, I believe they'll follow you in here, but I don't know if they're going to sit around and all this stuff. I don't actually test. I don't actually use companions nowadays. I've done all the quests before. Excuse me, and that's kind of how I handle things. A suitcase, you could put clothes, you know, you could assign all the little things here. Dresser. There's plenty of storage space, though. It really is a nice little apartment, though. Like, obviously, it's like a studio, one big single bedroom, but you got all the things you need. You got all the crafting workbenches, chemistry station, armor work, the nice looking unique chemistry station got stim packs on there. Armor workbench, normal looking weapon workbench, bed. That's important, right? And you got a cooking station here in the corner. You can cook. It's got a nice little vibe to it. I like the lighting and everything in here. Very bright rainbow lights. Someone took a lot of time and care into making this, and I can never make something this cool. So I really appreciate player homes like this, and it is very nice. I like it. I do. I really think that this is good. I think the outside part is actually my favorite part, though, because just having this fucking view is amazing. Like, just hopping out and then just looking out at the world is kind of a crazy life, right? Like, you see a lot of Boston from here, right? Like, looking both ways. Obviously, we can go up where our plants are growing there. Your game might get a little framey though. This is a kind of the area for that, but we can see, you can see way over there. That's a what, glowing sea. If we go far enough out, yeah, like if you way over there on those hills, way over there, looks like the edge of the map. Get big old freeways over you and stuff, like the train right there. There's a lot to see. That's very cool though, right? Like you could see things. I mean, I just talked about killing those raiders way down there. If they were still there, I could be sniping them off right now. Just play like the little sniping game where like they do in the remake of Dawn of the Dead. That's a reference that shows my age. One of my favorite zombie movies of all time. That's you know, standing on a roof picking off targets. But it does have good sights. Obviously, it goes all the way this way. You can go over here and stuff too. All this is built together, so you have some ways to travel kind of around safely through here, and you can kind of like mix match, hop down here, hop down, hop out. There's a kobold down there. What's up, dude? Suck to suck. We're just gonna ignore him. My game is getting framey though, I can tell you that much right now. I can tell. I'm sensitive to that kind of thing. My game is not hitting the frames I want it to hit, but that's just downtown Boston, okay? Next gen patch coming anytime, hopefully before Starfield comes out. But yeah, it's a nice little apartment. It's a basic little apartment, but you got the growing plants here. Oh, that is an experimental plant. I was gonna say, there is a plant you could get, and you could harvest this. I don't know if these will grow back though. If I pick up these silt beans, will these grow back over time? I imagine so, right? The plants don't disappear. So you do have some resources you get here, which is kind of cool. I wish there was a food type plant, because none of these are food types. I guess silt bean is technically a food, isn't it? Maybe like some potatoes or corn up there would be kind of cool, but you know, not a huge deal. 2 power armor stations, you can craft all this stuff there. The unfortunate thing, we're going to go back in the apartment, about it not being a settlement is that resources are not shared between benches. So if I was to store stuff, you know, for example, if I was to store something, like say I stored these 3 fragmentation grenades in this cooking station, I can't, well, we'll see. I can't no, they're here, never mind. It does work. It does work. I thought it was only like a settlement thing, but this is absolutely functioning out. So like, for example, if I was to store something, I could store all my stuff in here and then operate it from all the different workbenches. So that's very good. Hopefully that applies to the power armor station outside. Let's check that one real quick, because all these interior things are working. That is nice. So 3 fragmentation grenades. We'll put that in there, and then we'll see if the power armor station, because obviously you want to keep all your supplies on one thing, but this is a load door. I don't know if this is going to work this way. Yeah, frame me up here though. No, that absolutely, whoever made this mod is a genius, because they're doing the things that I didn't think were possible. It's very good. This is very good. It's a nice little apartment. Very good location. Got very good sights. Got all the amenities you need. A nice little space. It's just a nice place. I would live here, kind of, but not, you know, obviously really, because I would probably die in a real life Fallout situation, just like most of us would. But it's a nice place. I think it's cool. You guys let me know what you think of the player home apartment. I highly recommend you guys check this one out. It's a very small mod, couple megabytes, right? Takes up a little bit of space. Has a very good location. Has all the amenities you need, like I mentioned before. Has a little bit of, you know, things you can grow, that you can harvest and craft things with. You can cook, you can, you know, sleep, you can drink fresh, clean water. Survival mode players especially, this is a very good location, because this is a very good place to set up a base. So you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you guys have enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating down below. If you guys want to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. They have a link there to the Bethesda.net page and the Nexus mod page, so you can know this mod for yourselves there. Hopefully, this is going to be hard to find, because this is very generic in its words. Player home apartment is going to be very hard to find this very particular mod, but I am going to do it for you guys. If the mod's not there and I couldn't find it, I apologize ahead of time. Okay? But yeah, pretty much other than that, though, you guys subscribe if you haven't already, so that way you can check out more videos from me. And you guys have a good rest of your day, or whatever it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.